Hey, so I just got a question on comments on the last video I posted. So this video is pretty much for you, answering those questions. So pretty much my experience has been pretty awesome with the Atmoblue, except for the one issue I had where I guess I overcharged my Atmoblue, and I guess that was more of a user error thing. I'm used to a lot of newer devices where you can just kind of plug them into everything, especially with USB-C. USB-C kind of is a little confusing because laptops can use it, hard drives can use it, phones can use it, but there is a bunch of different, like, 45-watt charging, there's 100-watt charging for laptops, there's 25-watt charging, and only those smarter devices can pretty much tell the charger piece what voltage it needs, or only use how much it actually does. So the downside is when Atmoblue uses the USB-C, we kind of get used to everything being able to use one cord. But that's not 100% true, especially with smaller devices, especially like this. If you actually looked at the inner workings of this from the videos they've posted, they've pretty much simplified this pretty down in order to make this as small and as light as possible. So a lot of that extra computer chips and things like that aren't in there. I don't have direct contact with the company, so I can't really answer a lot about quality control and things like that, because I've seen some things where people have had issues with their Atmoblue not charging or something like that. But I think a lot of that boils down to if they plugged it into the right port. I think a lot of that is honestly to plugging it into the wrong kind of charger or to the wrong kind of port. So the best advice I can give you is, again, 5-watt charger. Do not do not use anything else. There's a lot of like phones and things like that that are getting destroyed because of this whole charging thing right now. So I think originally they should have posted something a little bit more definitive on what type of charger to use, or maybe even came with a charger. I'm going to post a picture, probably in this video somewhere, maybe at the end, of the charger I'm using. I'm using one that specifically says 5-watt charging. It has 4 USB ports on it, and also it turns off the charging once the device is full. So that way it doesn't overcharge the battery or anything like that. As for some of the other things when it comes to quality control, the only issue I've had, again, was when I first got mine. If you look closely at this, I have a little mark where the printing wasn't done, or the painting, I guess, was a little messed up. And when it comes to the silicone, I honestly think the silicone is pretty awesome. There is like a little flap. I heard someone say something about the flap not moving. I'm gonna probably cover my flap up with like a small filter I bought, like these filter sheets I bought online, just to close that area up, because one, a lot of states aren't allowing for flaps. Like there's N95 masks that do not, like, it has a flap in the front that basically doesn't do what masks are supposed to do, because you're still letting your own germs come out of the mask. And then also at the same time, the N95 masks don't quite protect you 100% from, say, COVID-19. But I'm going to still cover mine up just to make sure there isn't anything coming out anyway. But remember, they put a statement out that you can close that flap up in order to make sure everything goes back through the filter. But yeah, that's what I have to say about that one. What was the other questions? I'm kind of talking randomly now. I'm going to pause the video for a moment so that way I can read your comment again and answer that. So as for if it's a known issue, from what I'm reading, I guess they are aware of it. That's why they made sure to make the statement on making sure you use the right charger. So I mean, I guess they're aware of it. They're making sure they kind of look into things. The other thing that they have been seeing also is the mask not fitting properly. I think that's also because people are trying to put it underneath their chin. So the mask actually is supposed to sit right here and then up over like this. So I'm gonna probably post a video also of what they recommended you do, which is basically to heat up the silicone in order to make it form fit to your face more. So I'm gonna post a video on me actually attempting that for the first time. Mine works, I mean, mine fits really well, especially around my nose. I have a bigger nose though, so maybe it's, I have a wider nose. So maybe it's because people have thinner noses that they're having a little bit of an issue. I have a general understanding about electronics and engineering, so I will be kind of giving some recommendations on how to do that. I'm going to look up some stuff about silicone also in the meantime before I post the video, to make sure I recommend it properly. So I keep saying so a lot, I'm not used to this, but I'll keep you posted, and I'll let you guys know if I keep hearing more things about it, and put it on here. Okay, have a great day.